I'm Juan Catelen. I'm head of process technology at Capsol Technologies. Capsol is a pretty new company. It's been established in 2018. As I explained in the presentation, it's a licensing company. That means we don't sell a plant in itself. We sell a way of arranging the process. And of course, we charge a license to the client, and some other company, an EPC company, is executing the project.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
Capsol's technology is designed to capture carbon emissions from cement production. What makes it unique compared to the other carbon capture technologies that are already out there?
Capsol Technologies solution is very particular. It's different. We use an open source solvent, which is cheap. It doesn't create any harmful emissions. In addition, what we have is, given the arrangement we have, it's a combination of an inorganic capture plant and several heat machines. What happens is the more CO2 you have in the flue gas, the better our energy numbers are, and that's what you have in cement. So we're having numbers like 0.5 gigajoules per ton. That is equivalent to 140 kilowatt hours per ton. And that's really, really low if you compare to other technologies. And the other thing is, one of the main things is that we don't use any external steam or heat. It's just do fully electric. So we go, you put the plant besides the cement plant, and that's it. You don't need, we just consume electricity, and with that electricity and heat pumps and internal movement, we generate our own heat. And that's the main point.
And moving on slightly, many cement plants are aging and weren't built with carbon capture in mind. How does Capsol address these specific challenges to make it more viable, for cement producers?
Yeah, the thing is, we have designed our plants, or our ideas, the concept, to be completely detached from the mother plant, from the cement plant. Right. So even if it's old, or it doesn't matter, we just take the flue gas, go into a stack, just divert it and send it to our plant. And we try to design even a control system, so whatever happens in our plant is not affecting the cement plant. And we also design to be able to respond to the changes you can have in your cement plant. So even if a cement plant is a little old, or they don't need to make any changes, we adapt to whatever flue gas you have.
So what role do sort of government incentives and subsidies play in making carbon capture, technology commercially viable for cement producers?
Well, I don't think I can say much about the details. We have the ETS, and cement is within the allowances, so there was no cost yet. It will come. But then you see the ETS, the allowance is going down. You also see the innovation fund, for example, putting money for the projects. You see also carbon credits for pushing some of the first projects. It doesn't apply to cement at the moment. It's more for biomass plants. But you see, at least what I can tell you, what we see on our side is like the feasibility studies and the interest from the clients is really picking up. It's pretty exponential. We see so many coming and asking. Most of the things happening are in Europe, but some of the clients have plans, for example, outside Europe, and considering CBAM, they're starting to think also in decarbonizing their operations outside Europe. And of course, in US, it's a little different. You have this tax refund, so the incentive is different. It's a little low at the moment, but that in combination with some incentives or help from the Department of Energy, you see things are starting to move faster and faster. We have new offices in Houston, so we're starting to pick up more and more in US.
Yeah, and that sort of leads me on to my next question. You've definitely touched on it there, but are there particular regions and areas where you see faster adoption of carbon capture technologies?
It's clearly Europe. It's clearly Europe, and mostly Northern Europe and US. It's different the way we see the movement, and of course we have a very, very biased view of what's going on, because we are in Europe, so we have much more. Our network is much more European, so my impression from the inside is that much more is happening in Europe, but I'm not sure that is true. You see also, Canada, for example, has better and better incentives. You have it's similar to the incentives you have in US, but it just they add more and more money on the refund. So you never know in which country things are going to happen faster. But what we see is US and Europe are going for sure way faster than the rest of the world. We barely see something in Asia. I don't know. South America, it's minimum. We had something there, but you're very dependent on clients and pushing because they want to have greener products.
And just quite a broad one to finish off with. And what is Capsol's vision for the future of cement production? And have you seen that playing out at EnviroTech 2025?
Yeah. Coming here for the first time for me, I was able to see their view, how they see carbon capture as the last step towards decarbonization. I think it gave me a good understanding because I was always thinking, why isn't this happening faster? But I understand now that for them, it's important to do whatever they can before carbon capture to minimize CO2, and then use the carbon capture. And it's pretty clear that they will have to do it. I mean, there was a review that there's no other solution without carbon capture. But here it was interesting to confirm that and also see how they perceive it and how they see that as the last step.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.